students. Today we are going to understand the rise of Marathas. It is important to understand the background of Marathas. The early inscriptions and travel accounts indicate that this region was part of present-day Maharashtra. One important account comes from Ibn Battuta, the Moroccan traveler. In 14th century CE, Ibn Battuta used the term Marathas to refer the people of Daulatabad. The people of Daulatabad were known as Marathas. The Maratha families were connected with military elites. These military elites held high power and land rights. At the same time, the Marathas opposed major powers such as the Deccan Sultanates, the Mughals and the Europeans. So, before we go further, remember these important notes. Maharashtra, Daulatabad, Marathas, military elites, land rights, opposition to major powers. Now, let us read the same concept in terms of examination. Here is your competency based question. Highlight the key factors that helped the Marathas to rise to power in the 17th century CE. Look carefully at this answer. For 3 marks, the answer can be built from these points. The early inscriptions and travel accounts, Ibn Battuta, Daulatabad. The inhabitants of Daulatabad were called as the Marathas. Inhabitants, people who were living in that land. And very important point, the Marathas opposed major powers, the Delhi Sultanates, the Europeans, the Mughals. And finally, the Marathas were linked with military elites and land rights. Now, let us move to the next topic. The cultural background of Marathas, the Bhakti movement. From the 7th to the 17th centuries, the Bhakti movement became a powerful force, a cultural force in Maharashtra. Although the Bhakti movement took several forms throughout India, its central teachings remained the same. At its heart was the belief in one personal God in everyone's heart. The movement emphasized love, devotion, and complete surrender to God. Poetry, hymns, music, dance were used to remain connected with the people and divinity. The movement also used local languages to discuss and spread the idea of bhakti. Another important point, people of all caste and all background and all genders took part in this movement. It focused on devotion, love and equality. But the Bhakti movement also rejected several practices and ideas. It rejected the caste system. It rejected elaborate rituals for worship. It rejected inequality amongst people, and it rejected the idea of priests as mediators between human beings and God. This is the humanist idea of Bhakti movement. Instead of renunciation, instead of sacrificing everything, Bhakti movement preferred family life and honest livelihood. It emphasized sharing each other's pain, kindness and compassion. The important Bhakti saints of Maharashtra are displayed here. Jnaneshwar, Namdev, Eknath, Sakubai, Tukaram and Ramdas. Here we have Jnaneshwari, a Marathi commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Now let us test these ideas through examination question. Highlight the major ideas of Bhakti movement that promoted unity in Maharashtra between the 7th and 17th centuries. And what might be the answer? These are the 6 major ideas. The movement rejected rituals and social discrimination based on birth. There was belief in one supreme God along with love, devotion, complete surrender to God. People of all caste and genders participated in Bhakti movement. The movement rejected renunciation. Renunciation means giving up all your personal desires. Instead, the Bhakti movement preferred family life and honest livelihood. Live your life honestly, earn money honestly. That is livelihood. The Bhakti movement emphasized sharing each other's pain, kindness and compassion. Local languages were used to discuss and spread the idea of Bhakti. So, devotion, equality, participation by everyone, honest life, humanity, use of local languages, this completes the Bhakti movement. Let us talk about the conditions that created opportunities for the rise of the Marathas. Children, extremely important point in this chapter. Why did opportunities arise for Marathas? The first factor was continuous warfare. There were constant conflicts between Mughals and the Deccan Sultanates. These conflicts weakened both parties. The second factor was economic failure and the famine from 1630 to 1632 CE. Agriculture and trade collapsed. The terrible famines created widespread suffering and unrest. Unrest means people are not remaining calm anymore. People are angry. But this weakening of the rulers, the Mughals and the Delhi Sultanates, created space and opportunities for Marathas. The Marathas took military opportunities and gained influence. Here we have Malik Ambar, however you want to pronounce, you pronounce. He was a de facto ruler and relied mainly on Maratha soldiers. A de facto ruler in the sense an unofficial king, but he is a king. Malik Ambar used Maratha soldiers for all his battles, and Marathas learned all the military strategies. Another important feature was the lifestyle of Marathas. Marathas did farming at home and military service in armies. Military service brought land grants, steady income and high social status. This increased their influence. Finally, the sultans and Mughals could not continue their power and control over Maratha leaders. This allowed the Maratha leaders to grow stronger. All these factors together created opportunities for the Marathas to rise and laid the foundation for the emergence of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Maratha power. Now let us completely work through 5-mark examination question for this concept. Here is the question. Highlight major factors that created opportunities and strengthened the foundation for the rise of the Marathas. This is a 5-mark question. And look at this mind map answer. The main key points are, I am just reading the headings: continuous warfare, economic decline and famine, opportunities for Marathas, Malik Ambar and his Maratha soldiers, farming and military service, land grants, income and higher social status, limited control over Maratha leaders. Neither the sultans nor the Mughals exercised tight control over the Maratha leaders. This led the Maratha leaders to grow stronger. So for the 5 marks, remember all these points and write in exam and score full marks if this question appears in any other form or any other wordings. The wordings might differ in the exam. So all these factors created the opportunities and foundation for the emergence of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Maratha power. My dear children, now the story reaches Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj was raised at Pune. He was trained in reading, writing, martial arts, riding and religious traditions. This helped Shivaji Maharaj to develop leadership skills and strategic planning. His mother, Jijabai, instilled in him the values of dharma, bravery and justice. From a young age, Shivaji Maharaj had a clear vision. He dreamed of Swarajya. What is Swarajya? Self-rule. I will rule myself. I don't want anyone to rule me or my people. We will rule. I will rule. Self-rule. Swarajya. Shivaji Maharaj was determined to break free from other foreign rulers. Shivaji Maharaj took charge of Pune. He gained the trust of local chieftains and Mavalas and built a strong and loyal network. He captured important forts such as Torna and Rajgarh. He outsmarted stronger enemies and built a strong base. And then Shivaji Maharaj carved out a small kingdom in the western hills. Initially, he fought the Bijapur Sultanate. Later, he fought the Mughals. So, his vision was clear. He don't want anyone else to rule him or his people. Swarajya, self-rule was his vision. Now, let us completely answer the 5-mark question that is displayed here. Design a blueprint showing how Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj transformed from a young boy raised in Pune to the founder of an independent kingdom. Hope you understood the question. I am not going to explain that. Here is your answer. Early influences was raised by his mother Jijabai. She instilled values of dharma, justice, bravery. Moving on, education and training. He was trained in reading, writing and martial arts, vision and determination. This is very important to get utmost marks. Okay, this should be the key point along with all the answers. He dreamed of Swarajya, self-rule. Swarajya, self-rule is very important. He was determined to break free from foreign rule. He had clear goal from a young age. And next, building support. He gained the trust of local chiefs and Mavalas. And next, early achievements. Capturing forts such as Torna and Rajgarh. Formation of the kingdom. He established an independent kingdom in the western hills. He laid the foundation of a powerful Maratha empire. So, from a young visionary to a legend, Shivaji Maharaj, the architect of Maratha Swarajya. Children, go through once again if you want, but in exam, I want you people to score well, read well.